Order fulfillment. You hear about it a lot, whether you are the one doing the selling or the buying. But what does it actually mean? I'll go ahead and give you a quick answer first. Let's assume you're the buyer for this scenario. Order fulfillment is what happens when your seller receives the order. They then pull the items out of inventory, put them in a package, and then send them to you by mail. Once it arrives at your home, order fulfillment is complete. So that includes order processing, confirmation, picking, packing, and shipping. Sometimes returns if something goes wrong. Of course, that's just a quick answer. I'd like to provide a little more additional context around that basic definition in the rest of this video. And by the way, before I forget, my name is Brandon. I'm here on behalf of Fulfillrite, a 3PL that has shipped for thousands of e-commerce companies and crowdfunding campaigns. If you'd like more information, you can find that down in the description. Now with that said, let's go ahead and talk about what order fulfillment is and what it isn't. As I'd said a minute ago, order fulfillment happens when your order, as a buyer, comes in and the seller gets that shipped out to you. So what's not included? The process needed to make the product is not order fulfillment. That is manufacturing. And the process needed to get all the manufactured items to a warehouse somewhere or the seller's home is not order fulfillment either. That would actually be freight shipping. And if you cross country borders in the process of doing that, that would also include customs clearance. Even the process needed to unload a bunch of inventory into the warehouse is an order fulfillment. That's receiving, and once it's situated in the warehouse, then it's storage. But after that, well, that is when the order fulfillment happens, when the orders come in. So here's a chart to explain it as well, pulled from a webinar that we did a little while back just as a visual aid. Everything that I was just talking about falls under the umbrella of the supply chain, and order fulfillment is that last piece, which is actually getting the product to the customer. Now, with order fulfillment being a relatively small part of the supply chain, you might be wondering why order fulfillment matters to online sellers. You can't sell physical products online unless you figure out order fulfillment. By definition, order fulfillment is the way that you get orders sent out to customers. Order fulfillment is not difficult to understand. What you need to do basically boils down to putting the right items in the right box in a way that they won't break and then sending it to the right person. But shipping a whole lot day in, day out is harder than it sounds. If you don't have good processes or the right supplies, it's actually really easy to screw this up. That's a fact. And it's also a fact that customers really hate getting the wrong items or getting damaged items in the mail. Either one of those is going to lead to returns and lost customers, and both of these things are really expensive. So online sellers spend a lot of time thinking about how they can do order fulfillment correctly. Otherwise, retaining customers is just really, really hard. A lot of online sellers like to hire order fulfillment companies to do this for them simply because it's a hassle. So that brings up the logical next question, which is what do order fulfillment companies do? And why would you even hire one? You'll also hear these called 3PLs, which is short for third-party logistics. But whatever you call them, the concept is very simple. Take the seller's inventory, store it, ship it out to customers when it needs to go out. Now, different companies will offer different additional services. Different companies will ship different kinds of products, but the fundamental principle does not change. Take inventory, store it, ship it to customers. The main reason that sellers hire order fulfillment companies is to save time. When you're shipping 100 orders per month or more, it's very easy to lose an hour of your day, every single day just dealing with that. And hiring somebody to help you in-house is pretty expensive. Time is by far the biggest factor. But sometimes sellers just want to streamline their businesses and cut down on their stress. In some cases, hiring an order fulfillment company can actually be cheaper too, because they will pay less for postage because they use a lot of it, and then that is often enough to offset their labor costs. Now, with all that said, I'll go ahead and bring this video back around just for a quick summary. Order fulfillment is how online sellers take items out of storage and ship them to buyers. This is a place where a lot of e-commerce tends to go wrong, so that's why sellers think about it so much. And that's why companies like ours are able to offer services to help with that. Now, if you watch this video, you're probably still learning more about how order fulfillment works. So I'd like to share some other videos with you as well. If you need help setting up your order fulfillment, check out ultimate guide to e-commerce order fulfillment step-by-step tutorial. If you need help actually shipping the orders, check out how to find the right fulfillment company. If you happen to be doing research for a crowdfunding campaign like a Kickstarter, check out Here's How You Calculate Kickstarter Shipping Costs. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Don't forget to slap some postage on that bell so that we can express ship new videos to you as soon as they drop. And last but not least, if you have any questions, leave a comment down there below. We will personally answer as many of them as we can. Thanks for watching.